Wiggins poised for Tour de France victory. Bradley Wiggins is almost certain to make history today and become the first Briton to win the Tour de France. This is the GAP Morning News, also on the programme. Rupert Murdoch quits directorships at UK papers. Norway marks first anniversary of massacre. And Welsh actress Angred Rees loses battle with cancer. Good morning, I'm Gary Pendlebury. Bradley Wiggins is almost certain to make history today and become the first Briton to win the Tour de France. After winning yesterday's time trial in Chartres, the cyclist can look forward to a celebratory last lap in Paris later today, barring any freak accidents occurring. The Briton punched the air as he crossed the line yesterday, clocking a fastest time of 1 hour, 4 minutes and 13 seconds on the flat 53.5 kilometre course from Bonneval. As in the first long-time trial in the Tour in Brascanon last week, Wiggins' teammate and compatriot Chris Froome was second, 1-16 adrift. Third place went to Spain's Luis Leon Sanchez, 150 behind. Previously, the triple Olympic gold medalist finished fourth in the Tour in 2009, equalling Robert Miller's 1984 British best, but crashed out with a broken collarbone in 2011. Rupert Murdoch has stepped down from his role as director of a string of boards linked to his newspaper titles in the UK, The Sun, The Times and The Sunday Times. News International, the UK publishing arm of News Corporation, said Murdoch's resignation was nothing more than a corporate house-cleaning exercise, adding that he was still fully committed to the business. The News Corporation's CEO stepped down from roles in News Corp Investments, News International Group Limited, and Times Newspaper Holdings in the UK last week. He also quit his position on boards in the US, Australia, and India, it was announced. The company said the move was part of plans to split News Corp into separate newspaper and entertainment operations, which was announced last month. The plan will see News Corp's film and television businesses, including 20th Century Fox and the Fox Broadcasting Network, grouped into one company. The other company is set to contain all of News Corp's publishing interests like The Times, The Sun, The Wall Street Journal, The Australian, and The New York Post and publisher HarperCollins. Murdoch took to Twitter after his resignations were revealed, but he failed to address the news. News Corp was hit hard by the news of the world phone hacking scandal, and Murdoch and his son James have been heavily criticised in its aftermath. A report by a committee of MPs claimed that the 81-year-old was not a fit person to run an international company following an inquiry into the hacking scandal. More than 100,000 people are expected to gather in Oslo today to mark the first anniversary of the Norwegian massacre. Commemorations are set to include a church service at Oslo Cathedral, wreath-laying at the sites of the terror attacks, and a memorial concert. The Norwegian royal family and Prime Minister Jens Stoltenberg will be among those attending events throughout the day. A year ago today, Anders Breivik killed 77 people in twin attacks that scarred Norway and shocked the world. The right-wing extremists slaughtered 8 people by detonating a bomb near government buildings in Oslo and a further 69 during a shooting spree at a political youth camp on a nearby Utøya island. Breivik maintained that his attacks were necessary to defend Norway against multiculturalism and Muslim invasion. On the eve of the anniversary, Stoltenberg told German newspaper Studentische Zeitung that democracy in Norway had grown stronger after the massacre. Welsh actress Angrad Rees has died following a long battle with pancreatic cancer, her family said. Rees, who starred in BBC drama series Poldark in the 1970s, after first appearing on screen in The Way We Live Now in 1969, also enjoyed an extensive theatre career. A statement released by her family said, "The family of Angrad Rees McAlpine are deeply saddened to announce that Angrad passed away peacefully today, with her family at her bedside in London after a long battle with pancreatic cancer. She will be greatly missed by her family and friends." Rees, who was 63, was married to the late Dynasty actor Christopher Enzevov for more than 20 years, and they had 2 sons together, Linford and Rees, 35. Linford, the elder of the two, died in a car crash on the M11 in Essex in 1999, aged 26. She went on to marry David McAlpine in 2005, and whom she lived in London. Rees, who played Delmza in Poldark, also had a role in cult classic Jack the Ripper film, Hands of the Ripper, while on stage she appeared The Winter's Tale, Richard II, and Romeo and Juliet. In addition to her acting success, she also founded an eponymously titled jewellery design company based in Knightsbridge, with her pieces featured in the film Elizabeth the Golden Age. Her family said she remained an active supporter of the arts and was an honorary fellow of the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama in Cardiff. Her funeral will be private, but there are plans for a service in celebration of her life, which will be announced at a later date. Okay, the papers now. And firstly, the Sunday Times has a picture of Bradley Wiggins there, but its main story is Israel fears Iran attack at Games. The Sunday Telegraph has a story saying, "The foreign criminals, we don't try to deport it." The Observer says, $21 trillion hoard hidden from taxmen by global elite. Also pictures Bradley Wiggins once again for the Tour de France. The Independent says, "Welcome to the capital of the world," to welcome in the start of Olympics, which are due in 5 days. And finally, the Sunday Express says, "Kate and Will's hope for children." And that's the way the news looks this morning. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.